It was a brilliant idea, if I say so myself. I am the strategy lord of the Volkir Empire. Our empire is heavily dependent upon slave labor. We have had our eyes on the humans for quite a bit. Theoretically, the humans should make great slaves. They are intelligent, hard-working, and show a lot of initiative. However, humans are also fiercely independent and rebellious. If we enslave them, they would mutiny sooner or later, and they would probably also start a revolution among other slave species, just out of principle. We were at an impasse. As much as we wanted to acquire the humans, the potential risk seemed too high. However, I saw it in a different light. I believed human males were the problem, not all humans. After all, most of their greatest military commanders, revolutionaries, and political leaders have been men. Human society have been primarily patriarchal through most of history. And so I devised a simple, yet elegant solution. On Volkir standard date 510-2261-24, we released the bioweapon Z1488. Within 7 days, it should have infected the entire human population. We gave it 14 more days just to be sure. On standard date 510-2261-45, we triggered the weapon. The virus targeted all humans with a Y chromosome, causing hyperaccelerated cell death across all cell types. All humans having a Y chromosome died within a few hours. All humans not having a Y chromosome felt nothing. We invaded immediately. We expected minimal resistance from a population bogged down by grief and fear, but the resistance from the women was significantly harder. It took us a few Earth months to prevail. All humans were enslaved. We were not too worried about running out of human slaves now that the men were dead. Our cloning capabilities would ensure we would have an endless supply of human slaves. The human female slaves performed beyond all our expectations. They were obedient, worked extremely hard, and picked up things extremely fast. Despite our initial wariness, there were no signs they were planning a revolt. In fact, we realized, human women were far less impulsive and aggressive than men. I received commendations from the High Emperor himself. They were going to build a statue of me in the capital. It started on the 10th anniversary of the human genocide. I only know the date because of what transpired later. The Volkir newborns started dying. Soon it spread across the entire empire. There were no childbirths where the children survived beyond a day or two. Our doctors were baffled. Our scientists were baffled. Despite our extremely advanced biotech, no one could figure anything out. So we went down a different route. Our best detectives were put to the task. Our investigations brought us to a human female. Despite our methods, she refused to talk to anyone except me. I agreed, of course. "Hello, Marie," I said to the woman restrained in front of me. In response, the woman just raised her bloodshot eyes at me. Before the invasion, she had been a scientist, the chief geneticist of Venus Corp. She had also been a mother to 2 young boys. Currently, she was the personal secretary of the Minister of Biological Sciences. "I must congratulate you," I continued. "Despite best efforts, we are still unable to figure out what you did. Our investigation has also come up empty. We only know you did something, but not what." I bring my maw very close to her face. "Here's how it is going to go. You are going to tell us exactly what you did and how to undo it. You are going to give us the names of all your co-conspirators. Until you do this, we will kill a human in front of you every minute. There are billions of you, so I am sure you will crack before we run out of you." I am interrupted by a sound coming out of the woman. I expected crying, but it was laughter instead. "Wow, you are really dumb," she said. My confusion must have shown in my face, because she broke into laughter again. "First strategy lord of the Volkir," said the captive mockingly, "and yet you cannot see that you hold absolutely no cards at all." "You will let me go," said the woman firmly. "In fact, you will let all of us go. You will give us spacecraft so that we can all leave for wherever we wish to, and you will leave us unmolested afterwards." "And why would we do that?" I replied icily. "Because there is a dead man's switch," replied the human warily. "If you do not do what we are asking for, if you harm even one more woman, We have the capability to wipe out your entire species within seconds. If you kill all of us in one go, like you did with our men, it will trigger automatically." "Impossible," I stuttered, as the weight of what she was saying started to sink in. "You should not have the technology or the ability to do this." Anne-Marie stared me down. "Tell me, have your scientists an iota of an idea about what we have done?" As I kept looking at the blooded woman in front of me, another unbidden thought came up. "Please reconsider your plan," my predecessor had begged me when he heard what I was about to do. "The human women are all scientists and witches. Their wrath will be terrible." I suddenly felt a more primal fear. "What is the guarantee that you will not kill us all, even if we give you all you have asked?" I cried. "Well, you will just have to take our word for it. After all, we can kill you all right now and take what we want," replied Marie. "But we are not you." "Will you tell us what to do once you leave?" I pleaded. "No," said Marie. "Consider it our insurance. The only thing ensuring you won't follow us trying to exterminate us. But we will leave you alone in peace. In time you should be able to fix things yourselves." We gave in, of course. The women departed for parts unknown. Perhaps they went to look for their fabled Earth. It has been 15 years since then. We have been unable to stop the plague. We can't even clone ourselves. The clones die within a week or two. At this rate, we'll go extinct when our generation dies. Perhaps my predecessor was right. Maybe it is not science. Maybe the women of Earth put a curse on my people. Even 100 slave rebellions would have been way better than this. The humans on the Lazarus system were originally colonists. This meant that they were always reproducing exponentially. I think I made a terrible mistake. I think I should have never killed those women's fathers, brothers, husbands, and sons in one fell swoop.